Hey Big Shots, Final Cut Pro 10 isn't just for editing. You can create really cool little animations just like this one from Brazilian YouTuber Tim Explica. So continue watching and I'll take you step by step on how I made this cool, simple little animation step by step in Final Cut Pro 10. Hey Big Shots, my name is Daniel Ford and I help motivated entrepreneurs master the strategies of YouTube for their business so that they can get fresh leads and profits. Be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I release a new video. So in today's video, this is another recommended video from Alberto Gutierrez. So let's waste no time and hop into the video right now. The first thing you need to do is you need to prep before actually editing this animation. The prep is super easy, so let me just show you what I did. So the first thing that I did is if you have a nice light setup, just like I do, then you could potentially use this. You need to take 2 pictures of yourself in order for this to work. So you choose 2 poses that you want to do for your animation. So once you've taken your 2 pictures, you bring them to a program like Photoshop and then you cut them out. Now, if you don't have a program like Photoshop and you want to cut out these pictures, I do have a video right here, which I'll link right here and in the description down below that will actually show you how to cut out your picture so that you can do this video. So after you've cut yourself out, something nice that you can do if you have Photoshop or something like Lightroom is you can click on your picture. You need to be able to create an outline around the edges of the picture. This is what Tim specifically does in his video, so you don't have to do this, but if you want the exact way that he did it, this is what it'll look like. You need to make sure that you do 2 things in order to export this picture. First thing you need to do is you need to export it as a PNG and also with a transparent background. So one obstacle I had to overcome was getting the shapes from the animation into my animation. So I wanted to get the exact shape since I was trying to do a copycat of this, so I just took a screenshot of it and then I brought this into my editing program so I could, my photo editing program, Affinity Photo, and I took another shape and I put it over the top of that shape. And then I converted that shape into control points so that I could paste nodes all the way around it, and then I lowered the opacity of that shape. So basically I'm trying to outline his exact shapes that he used for his specific video. Once I completed that, I just got rid of that background, increased the opacity, and then I exported it as a PNG with a transparent background. And I did the same thing for the red one as well. So bringing these pictures into Final Cut Pro 10, you now have the missing background, which is great. So now you can officially do this. So how do you actually animate something in Final Cut Pro 10? When placing your assets onto the timeline, just lay it out just like you see in the video with Tim. And for the text, I used Avenir font. So if you're curious what font I used for that, I placed it on top of the white graphic, and then I selected those both and right-clicked and turned those into a compound clip. So that way they can animate together and move around together. Once you've turned that into a compound clip, and then select that compound clip in the transform button, and then just grab it, that shape, that compound clip, and bring it all the way to the outside of the viewfinder right there. With the compound clip selected, select the keyframe at the top left corner, and then grab your playhead, bring it forward as to where you want it to animate to. Drag it just a tad bit further than you intend to, because then we're going to push the playhead just a tad bit forward again, and then you're going to drag it back because it gives this little bump thing, just like on Tim's. Now we're going to do the same exact thing with the red shape, just drag it out to the outside, and then we're going to keyframe it at the top left corner, and then we're going to drag the playhead forward to where we want it to animate and finish at. And then you grab the shape, bring it forward, and then make sure we're going to do that little bump thing, so make it go further than you intend to, and then bring the playhead forward just a tad, and then bring the shape back just a tad. So that's its little animation path. Next, let's do the pictures. I'll go up to the top left corner, I'll hit the diamond button where that keyframe button is, and then I'll go down and I'll grab my picture and I'll drag it up. So by doing that, I have keyframed my picture into place. Now, if you want to get it exactly like his, he causes his to have a little bump, so you're gonna have to do a little more keyframes in order for that to work. So if you play back the video from that keyframe that you just did, you'll see that I officially have animated this picture. Now let's shorten this picture clip, and we're gonna bring down our second picture right next to it so we can have it do that animation where it jumps between the 2 different poses. Just keep switching the pictures off if you want to keep them animating with each other until you've had enough. And one of the last things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put basically a green background behind all of this. This will allow you to use it in any of your other videos. So this will be really helpful for you. And then go to export, and now you have your animation exported out. And then bring it back into your timeline once that's completed. And once you bring it on top of your video, all you have to do is just go over to the right side, go over to the effects panel. You take away the green screen by going to the keyer and just to key it out. and you'll just key that green color out. Super easy, super fast, and you can drag this video every time into your videos so you can have this happen. So if you guys enjoyed this video on how to make Tim Explicia's YouTube animation, be sure to comment down below what other YouTuber animations would you like me to make. I'll see you guys next time, Big Shots.